Do it.
It's all about being a rebel.
Let's see. Make sure that we're good. Give my checks. Um, I think we're good.
All
Cool.
right. Happy days.
Happy days. All right. Well, welcome to everyone who's here. I'm with my friend Brian. If you've been on the channel before, you might have seen him. We've been doing a few live streams on our channel and over on his channel, so definitely check his channel out. We're doing another one today, and thank you for being flexible with the schedule because we had to reschedule this from the morning to the afternoon. So thank you for doing that. Sometimes things get crazy. We were talking off camera about that.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
how things always seem to happen right before you're about to go away. Um, but
Yeah.
today we're going to talk about our strategies for long-term growth. We both have been in business for many years. Wiki Design almost 12, year 20, from what I remember, 25.
Over 20 now. Yeah. 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I've been doing it for 25, but the business has
mhm.
been around for 20ish. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar. I've
Mhm.
been making websites for a long time, but the business has only been in existence for almost 12, like 11 and a half, we'll say.
Yep.
But that's a long time to
Mhm.
know some things and to
Yes.
have some strategies. But I want to know about your strategies for now because I'm sure they have changed a lot over the years. So that's what we're going to talk
Mhm.
about today. Um, so
Yep.
yeah, Brian, if you want to introduce yourself to everyone.
Sure. So my name is Brian Deckard. I am the owner, the designer and developer at Deckard and Company. So we're a small boutique marketing agency, and we're located just south of Tampa on the beautiful Gulf Coast of Florida, in Bradenton. And we do all kinds of digital marketing, website design, social media, SEO, all that stuff. So yeah, so we've been around a while, and it's been a lovely journey.
Mm, yeah, and we are very familiar at Wiki with that area. We both
Hmm.
lived in the Tampa area. We're very familiar with
Yeah.
Bradenton, Sarasota. It's a very beautiful area of the country. If you
Yes.
haven't been, definitely recommend it. If you're not familiar with who I am Barbara, Wiki Design. I run a agency with my husband, Mark. We do web design, we do YouTube videos, and we are getting into more 3D animations. If you have seen some of our videos, you've seen some of the cool animations that we are doing, and pretty soon we're going to have something new, something very exciting. So look for that. And if you aren't subscribed, subscribe to the channel and make sure you go over to Brian's channel and subscribe because he has a lot of very cool videos, very good content. I liked his video about scammy SEO companies that he just did. Very, very good job. Something that I totally agree with. So yeah, check
Yes.
that out. Don't get yourself scammed by an SEO company. So
Yes.
let's get started. And Brian, if you want to go first, what are
Sure.
some of your strategies for long-term growth? Some of the techniques that you've used and what you're using today. Let us know.
Okay. So when we're talking about long-term growth, well, actually, my long-term growth is going to be retirement,
That's everyone's.
right? Yeah, someday it'll be nice, but to get there and to be able to, whether I'm going to sell my business or pass it down, to my son or something, I don't know yet. But So one thing that I am looking to do as far as growth is to grow my brand on YouTube. I'm really just started
Mhm.
doing this YouTube thing.
Mhm.
I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but I've been only taking it serious for less than a year. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to continuing my content creation for YouTube, and my brand. I want to gear it more toward the digital marketing as well as traditional marketing.
Mhm.
So it's not just website design stuff or development or social media. It's everything combined. I want to talk about everything. Um, so that goes from shorts to long form video and these awesome live streams. I love live streams. So that's the first thing that I want to grow my brand on YouTube. So that's one of my long term goals.
Oh, why did you choose YouTube over some of the other avenues? Just curious.
Well, I mean, when we look at the whole grand scheme of things, and there's definitely other, Rumble is one, but that's really, when you talk about Rumble, you're going down a demographic. You have your left and your rights, right?
Mhm.
And you're more, and I don't want to just cater to people on the right or the left. I
Right.
like them all.
Yeah.
So YouTube, in the grand scheme of things, is owned by Google,
Mhm.
Alphabet. So it just made sense to go the YouTube route because, in my opinion, I have a broader audience there than
Right.
anywhere
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. One of the
Hmm.
things that I like about YouTube is unlike other, I mean, I don't even really call YouTube like a social network. But
Yeah.
there is like a social aspect to it. But one of the things that I like is I can make a video that somebody can see today or a year from now,
Hmm.
and it's still relevant. Whereas with other social networks, it's gone within minutes or in hours, so I
Yep.
feel like you constantly are trying to keep up with this algorithm on the other networks, whereas on YouTube, if somebody finds your content, it could
Hmm.
be something that's beneficial for them for many years to come. So
Yep.
that's what I like
Yeah.
about it. It's not as, I mean, it's definitely difficult to make videos and there's a lot of work that goes into
Hmm.
it, but it's not as difficult, I think, for them to be seen by the right people.
Right. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's like you mentioned before. It's evergreen. You
Yeah.
know, you put it out there, and someone
Hmm.
might not need it today, but let's say a
Right.
year from now. Oh, I remember they did a video about that
Hmm.
very thing, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
it comes
somebody's
right back around.
Googling, we do a lot of like how-tos and tutorials. Somebody could
Hmm.
be Googling how to do something and they come across our
Yeah.
video and, even if it's a year old, it's
Yep.
still relevant. So,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
the good thing
Absolutely.
about the industry that we're in is we're making
Right.
content that's relevant for many years instead of like
Yeah.
entertainment type stuff.
Right.
Um,
Yep.
so that's why I like it. And definitely YouTube
Mhm.
is a big strategy um
Yeah.
that we've been, taking seriously for a few years now.
Hmm.
Just like you, we started it, kind of didn't take it seriously for a while.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then realized the potential of it and
Hmm.
really started to get into it. And it's something that I never thought I would do when I first
Yeah.
started, but I ended up really
Same.
enjoying it. So it's been fun to
Yeah.
discover like a new thing about yourself. Oh, I actually like making videos and video
Yeah.
editing
Right.
is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not think I would like that aspect of the whole
Hmm.
video editing part of it. I was like, but I love it. It's been so much fun, and it's refreshing to do. Other than let's build this or develop this, let's design
Hmm.
this. It's like, oh no, we're going to have some fun with the sound
Yeah.
effects or whatever. It's fun. It's something new to
Yeah.
me, and I love it. Mhm.
Yeah, it was really like intimidating at first to
Yeah.
start doing video stuff, but then once I like got into it, I was like, oh, this isn't as hard as I made it out to be in my head. And I feel like that's just how a lot of things are. You make
Yes.
it so much worse in your head, but then when you actually start doing it, you're like, oh, this is not that big of a
Yeah.
deal. So if you're
Right.
thinking about doing something, just go and do it. It's not that big of a deal,
Yes.
more than
Yep.
likely.
Yep. Step out of your comfort zone
Yeah.
and do it because you're
Hmm.
probably honestly gonna like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Mhm.
um, I'll go with one of our strategies, and this is something that
Okay.
we've been doing kind of, definitely need to get more regular with it, and that is building our email list. Because
Oh,
with
yeah.
an email list, it's something that you really do have more control over. Like you don't own your following on
That's
Instagram,
right.
Facebook, any other social network. But with an email list, you can have full control over it. And we've seen a lot of benefits of having one. So that's something that we're definitely going to be putting more focus on in the future. Uh, it's one of those things that I'm like, yeah, I know I need to do that. And it's just finding the time to do it, but I just have to carve the time because it's important. But it's definitely something that we've seen a big benefit in, and I
Mhm.
recommend any business go the email marketing route. If you're not already doing it, start because people
Mhm.
check their email all the time. They don't always see the social media posts.
Yep.
You could put so much time and effort into those social media posts, and you're not sure if people are going to see them, but more than likely, people will see that email. They might not necessarily open it and read it right then and there, but
Right.
eventually they probably will. And it's
Mhm.
been really helpful, not just for us, but for like our clients too. We have clients that use email marketing and have seen,
Mhm.
huge growth with their business,
Yep.
especially like you know, online stores and stuff. Those promotions,
Mhm.
they're really
Oh, yeah.
helpful. Yeah, so
Yep. The
that's something
abandoned
that we want to.
cart, the this and that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's so many different things that you can do. Um,
Mhm.
so that's something that
Yeah.
we definitely need to focus on more. Um, it's just again finding that time to dedicate to it. But I just
Yeah.
have to make the time.
Yeah. There it is, that
Hmm.
time.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely, I am it's one of those do as I say, not as I do, because we're so busy, doing email marketing and stuff for our clients. I don't
Hmm.
do enough of it myself.
Yeah.
So I like that. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to add
Yeah,
that
I
to my
think
list.
everybody
Yes.
should have
Yep.
some sort of strategy. And
Mhm.
it's hard for me. I think the hardest thing is figuring out what to say, like
Mhm.
content writing is
Yeah.
not my strongest suit, so
Mm.
that's the hardest part for me. Um, but I've noticed that if I just sit down and like dedicate a couple hours to it a week, I can
Mhm.
knock out a few ideas, and that really helps. I just have to, again, just dedicate the time to do
Just
it.
got to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Now let me ask you this. What email uh platform are you guys using?
We use Kit. It used to be called ConvertKit. Now it's just called
Oh,
Kit.
yes. Mhm.
But we've used MailChimp, we've used
Mhm.
MailerLite. Now we're on Kit, and I mean they're kind of all the same. I like
Mhm.
Kit because I think that like the templates and stuff that they have, like it's just more intuitive. It's easier to
Yeah.
use. Um, I feel like MailChimp has gone so corporate because they got bought out
Yeah.
by Intuit, and it's just like
Into
there's
it.
way
Yep.
too much crap in there now that I don't need.
Mhm.
and they're always trying to like sell you something. So I don't really like
Mhm.
that. I just want my email list and my little email
Yep.
templates that I can design. Like I don't need all this other stuff that they're trying to shove
Mhm.
down your throat. But I know for a lot of
Yep.
people that they they have a lot of stuff that is useful. A few of our clients
Mhm.
use it, but Kit's been good. Um, they're
Good.
making a lot of changes because they just rebranded, and so they've added some features that I
Mhm.
really enjoy. Um,
Nice.
and it's been working well for us. And one of the nice
Nice.
things too is that with Kit, like the Elementor integration, it's very easy to integrate that
Mm.
into your
Yeah.
website. So that's another bonus of it.
Yeah, it definitely comes down to the integration part, you know?
Hmm.
Um, so I like when Mailchimp was in its infancy, I thought it was great,
Me too.
because it was free for the most part,
Hmm.
then and then even if you went into the paid, it was affordable. Now it's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
They.
You need a master's degree
Mhm.
just to understand how you're going to be charged with
Yeah,
Mailchimp.
they make it
Yeah,
confusing on purpose. I think
yeah. I
it's crazy
I know.
how
I went
much
in there
it's
the other
changed.
day. Yes. Yes. I was like,
Hmm.
"What?" Because a client of mine was like, "Well, what about Mailchimp?" I was like, "Well, let's look at it." And I'm like, "I don't even know what you'd be charged. I have no idea, and I'm not gonna
Hmm.
waste my time figuring it out." Yeah,
Hmm.
so then I went to the Mailer Lite. I liked Mailer Lite,
Hmm.
but now I just use, Fluent CRM,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
you
I
had
use.
mentioned that before.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yep.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
whatever, fits your needs, just I
That's
just use
yes.
it
Mhm.
because
That's the
it's
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Don't waste
Yeah,
money on it if
yeah.
you're not going to use it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's whatever is gonna fit you best, and this goes for
Hmm.
your client. Whatever you're gonna use, that's what we're gonna use,
Hmm.
you don't need to be paying like a Constant Contact. Oh god, I hate them.
Yeah, I never
Um,
liked that one. I
yeah.
worked for a company
Mm-mm.
a long time ago that used it, and I was like, this is like again too much. Like there's just
Mhm.
they have
Yeah,
all these features, but I'm like, who is actually using all of these features? Because we
hardly
weren't.
anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and this was like a company that was
Mhm.
selling product like multi-million dollars, and they weren't
Yeah.
using any of those features, so I don't know who was using it.
I know, but yet you still have to pay for them, and it's
Hmm.
like, yeah, yeah, don't like them. So I like your so yes, I am definitely gonna take that up though, on newsletters, emails, email marketing, gonna do it.
Hmm.
Gonna add that to
Yeah,
my
build
list.
that email list. It's a very good thing to have.
Yeah, 100%, and and you own your list.
Hmm. You do. Yeah, I mean, you
Love
can't
that,
like
yes.
export your
Mhm,
followers on Instagram or Facebook, but
right, yeah.
you know who those people are on your email list.
Mhm, yep,
So,
absolutely.
what's another
I love it.
thing that you use as a strategy?
Alright, so, looking to expand even further here, so my next item would be client outreach. And what do I mean by that? So my long-term goal would be to take my current clients, right, and just um, reach out to them more often. I guess I could say. So this would be like, growing my community, of client,
Hmm.
because we have that built-in community for clients only.
Hmm.
I'm in that community. I'm working on an education system
Oh,
as well as a networking component. So,
very cool.
yeah, so my goal is to grow that in a way that not only myself, but my clients are using all these tools that's just gonna help,
Hmm.
benefit them, is gonna help them.
Yeah,
So, yeah, so mine would be more client outreach, which is I've already started that.
awesome.
So it's definitely it's definitely starting to kick around because now with that outreach, my clients are becoming a little more active because they're like, "Oh my god, he
Mhm.
called me. Holy crap." So yeah, so that's been good, and I'm personally calling them. I'm not having one of my girls do it. I'm calling them, and they're like, "Holy
Yeah.
crap." Yeah, so that's been
Yeah.
kinda cool.
I One of the things that I've always said, if you are looking to make more money or grow your business, reach out
Mhm.
and nurture your existing client relationships.
Yes.
Because these are people that already have worked with you and like
Mhm,
what you've done and probably would
mhm,
want to work with you again. They might
yeah,
need something
mhm,
that, like, you know what? Thank you for reaching out. I do need help with
mhm,
something, So
yep,
that's like my little quick tip if you're looking to grow your business. Maybe don't look toward getting new clients, but nurturing those
yep,
existing client relationships because
yeah,
that's,
yep,
yeah, in the long term, that's, I think, more effective to have relationships for years with people
yes,
rather than you do
right.
a project and then send them on their way.
Yeah, which is definitely I am not about. I'm
No,
looking for that
that's
long-term partnership is what I'm looking
right,
for.
exactly. That's how we've always been too. Like we don't
Mhm,
want to just you're the number project number 10.
yeah,
All right, now
right,
we move on to project 11. And like, no, it's
right,
we want to get to know these people. And most
mhm,
of the clients that we work with have worked with us for years. And, I
mhm,
think that it says a lot about who we are as business owners
right,
that people want to come back because not every web design agency or digital marketing agency is like that.
mhm,
A lot of them
agreed,
are like
yep,
churn and burn, and that's not how we do things.
yep,
So we might not have as many
yep,
clients, but the clients that we have trust us that we're going to do a good
yeah,
job and they want to keep working
right,
with us. And I think long
yeah,
term,
no, I
that's the
love
better
that.
strategy.
Oh, I agree with you, and
Hmm.
that's one reason why I've really followed you guys a lot is because, um, your beliefs are pretty in line with my beliefs, which I
Hmm.
love that. So, yeah, I love it. So it just works out pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good to have people that are on the same page with each
right?
other,
Yeah, yeah. It
especially in this
definitely makes things
industry.
better.
Yeah, in
Yes,
this
yes,
industry,
yes.
it can be hard to find that. I
Mhm,
feel like
yeah.
now more than ever, it's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to find people
Mhm,
that,
yeah.
so like I guess that's a kind of a good segue into my next strategy for
Yeah,
long-term growth
alright.
is building a community. And it's kind of like
Mhm,
almost piggybacking off of what you said, how you want to build
right.
a community. But I think that community is very important, especially
Mhm,
nowadays where it feels like we are so connected because we have all these apps and phones and stuff, but like
right.
I feel like we're more isolated than ever. And
Yep.
I don't really like that.
Mm,
And I think that some of like these old school strategies of just like picking up the phone or reaching
mhm,
out and saying, "Hey, do you want to meet up?" Like those are what's working because people are they're craving connection, like actual connection with
mhm.
actual humans. So one of the
Yeah,
strategies that
yeah.
I have, not just for business, but I guess for life, you can say, is like making more of an effort to grow and nurture a community of
Yep,
people that
right.
can be supportive, that can really like you can
Mhm,
just call up when you need a friend or you just need advice or you just need somebody to
right.
do some business together.
Yeah,
these are all important things. And
yep.
I think we're kind of losing that a little bit.
Yeah, I agree, and I
Hmm.
don't like it. You
No,
know?
I don't
Yeah, it's
either.
just yeah, just everything's so divisive in the world right now, and it's like,
Hmm.
people need to, put their own thinking caps on and, and take all the politic crap out. And it's like, "You know what?
Hmm.
I really do like you." You know?
Right.
I don't care what you believe, I like you.
Mhm.
I wanna work with you, or I wanna be friends with you. Let's go out and have this. Let's go out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hate how everything's so divisive now. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I just
agree. It's
yeah.
well, it's one of the big reasons that I don't use social media anymore
Mhm.
because I think that it just it feeds into that for one. It's designed to show you the things that you want to see and
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you that everybody that doesn't believe the same way things that you believe are wrong and you shouldn't talk to them.
right.
But I also just think that like it's very isolating to live in that kind of world where I mean
Yes.
you see it, you hear all these stories about kids that, are depressed because they're constantly on their phones and they're not going outside and like
Mhm.
actually interacting with people, or people aren't really
Right.
like dating
Yeah.
anymore because they don't know how to date. Like they
Mhm.
they do everything through an app, and it's just like
Isn't that crazy?
I'm much it I mean, I have
Mm.
younger cousins and they're just like, yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I wanted to have actual connections with actual people. That's my goal.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm a little more old school, but I just feel like those are better.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, whether you're old school or not,
Hmm.
I like the thinking, you know?
Hmm.
I want to meet real people,
Hmm.
um, collaborate with those people, whether it be a client, a friend, a colleague, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, everything aside, I wanna meet the person, and I
right.
want to nurture that, that relationship. So, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's really why I reached out to you and I was like, you know what? Like, we did a live stream months ago, but I'm like, let's just do more
Mhm.
because I like Brian. He seems like a
Right.
cool guy. He lives in a place that I used to live. We know we have that in common, but we also,
Yes.
do the same thing. Like,
Mhm.
let's do this. Let's get to know
Yeah.
each other better. Let's share our knowledge. We both have a
Yep.
YouTube channel that, you know, we have a lot to say. So that's
We
why I
do.
reached
We
out.
do.
And
Yeah.
look, we've done this the past 3 weeks, once a week. So,
Yep.
and hopefully we
Yeah.
can do more. I know that we're both
Yep.
going away. We're actually taking some breaks soon, which is nice, but I hope that
Mhm.
once we get back, we can continue because I really enjoy it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. Same here. Same here.
Hmm.
I'm very happy that you reached back out and you're like,
Hmm.
"Hey, what do you think about this?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Freaking hell yeah." Yeah, because I actually like doing the live streams over all the other stuff
It
because
is
I just
fun.
think because yeah, it's fun. There's no editing,
Yeah.
it is what it is what it is,
Hmm.
everything that goes wrong and all, which I don't care,
Yeah. I
it's
mean, it
for
shows that
real.
you're human. Nothing's perfect.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
and I like, that there is the ability to interact with somebody. We can
Yes.
sit and just talk. When I'm doing my videos, mostly I'm just talking to myself, staring at that black
Yep.
box. And that's just kind of
Yep.
weird after a while. At least
It
you're on the
is.
other end of it.
Yeah, right. At least I'm over here
Mhm.
making the funny faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty good at funny faces.
I
Yeah.
always say,
It's
I'm like, if
crazy.
somebody was just like watching me record, they'd probably think that I'm an insane person. They're like, what is she doing in there? Just talking to herself.
Yep. Or you get your little camera here, and you're out there going, I wanna do it. And everybody's like,
Hmm.
look at that weirdo. Yeah, I
Yep.
know. Yep. I know.
So
I love it though. Whatever.
yeah, it is a lot of fun. And again, it's one of those things that like I was like, I don't know about live streams. Is that something I really want to
Yeah.
do? But then once I did it, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And we've both kind of progressed through all the different platforms out there to
Yeah.
do it. We're both on the same one now. And I love this thing. Ecamm. Ecamm. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
it's a good one. There's a lot of features that
Hmm.
make it so that it's easier to do the cool stuff
Yeah.
that some other people have done. You know, you see like
Yeah.
the overlays and the transitions
Mhm.
and that kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
you know, still
Oh, yeah.
learning it,
Yep.
but I'm enjoying it so far. And hopefully we
Awesome.
can do more
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see us
Yeah.
doing more stuff. It's good. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love
Do
it.
you have anything else that you want to add to the conversation?
Yeah. So now I'm going to talk about community outreach. So when I'm talking about community outreach, I'm talking about um, well, before I even get into that, one thing that I hate are clicks. And in order to do community outreach, I've got to get a little more active in the chamber. And what are chambers famous for? Clicks. Hate them. There's a reason I don't do a bunch of chamber events, is because when you
Hmm.
show up to a chamber event, you see all these little clicky turds walking around. It's like, oh, I can't stand
High school again.
it. It's exactly what it is. Yes, that is
Hmm.
exactly yes, that is exactly what it's high school all over again.
Hmm.
But I want to be able to do more for my community. And, so like those nonprofits out there,
Yeah.
I want to be able to help them a little more. I mean, I already do a lot of nonprofit work,
Hmm.
but I want to do more. And how to do that is to start the community outreach, which is get a little more active in the chamber, doing some of these events so that I can meet some of these people that legit need help, you know.
Hmm.
So that is my another long-term goal, is to get more active in the community. So there you go.
Yeah, I think that's great because
Mhm.
we need more of that. We need more community.
Yes.
Like we said, I think that
Yep.
it's something that's lacking a lot
Mhm.
nowadays. So we need
Yep.
people to go out
Exactly.
there and just say like, "Hey, I'm here to help," whether it be volunteering or,
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
finding a way to work together. I think it's all good things.
Yep.
I like
100%
that a
agree.
lot.
Yep.
What are some of the nonprofits that you've worked with?
Okay, so that I've worked with or currently
Hmm.
working with?
Either.
Because there's okay, so nonprofit wise, I've actually done a lot of work with different um, therapeutic riding organizations.
Oh,
So
cool.
horses, yeah, I love horses. Um, so like currently, I'm working with a nonprofit out of Fort Myers,
Hmm.
and it's called Special Equestrians.
Hmm.
Love these people. Um, and I donate a lot of time
That's
to
awesome.
them. So yeah, so they don't get charged a whole lot of money. But so like one thing that we just recently implemented is they were using a third party um, donation platform, and I'm like, we can do it all in house. And they finally said, "All right, how do we do it?" And I'm like, "And you're going to save this much money doing it this way." And I
Yeah,
really, and I didn't charge them any development fees. So now we've got a complete system on their website, all in house.
that's
So the only
great.
thing they're paying for, yeah, are their transaction fees. And being a nonprofit, they get those transaction fees lowered because they're at 501c3.
Right. Yeah.
It just works out pretty good, yes. But I've worked
Yeah.
with numerous types, those types, that therapeutic riding, love it because they work with veterans and
That's
of course the
great.
disabled. Yeah, all that stuff. It's amazing. They do amazing work.
That's awesome.
Um, yeah, so and then of course charities and stuff like that. I've worked with several of them, and statewide as well. So like we talked before, I did a lot of work for the state of Florida, and a
Hmm.
lot of that was because these organizations go through a system through the state of Florida to get help.
Yeah.
And I was one of the vendors. Yeah. So I worked a lot with the state of Florida on helping these nonprofits. So yeah, I've got my fair share of nonprofits and just charity. I'm all about giving back to the community. So
Yeah. That's important, and yeah, that sounds
Mhm.
great. What's the name of the charity again? If people want to check it out. The horse
Yeah, Special Equestrians.
special
They
equestrian.
are
Yeah,
Yep, and
sounds really cool.
their web address is specialequestrians.net.
Okay.
And like I said, they're in Fort Myers.
Hmm.
They're wonderful peoples, and they could always use donations,
Yeah, I'm
because
sure.
that's how they thrive. That's how these organizations thrive is through
Yeah.
donations. Yeah.
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 So check them out. I'll definitely check them
Yes.
out because that sounds really interesting. I've heard about
Awesome.
that kind of therapy, like
Mhm.
equine therapy, and I think it's
Yep.
really interesting. So I know that
It
I'm sure
is.
they're doing
Yeah.
some really cool work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're amazing. They're yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, they're amazing. Yep.
That's
I've
great.
learned a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yep.
you do.
Yep. Mhm.
Hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
beauty of our industry that we do
I know.
is every client we get, we learn a lot. So we know a
Yeah.
lot about different businesses. Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah, that's
cool.
that's for sure because we work, with so many different types of
Mhm.
people and different industries. And, like,
Yep.
I mean, we worked with financial people, real
Mhm.
estate, working with
Yeah.
some, yeah, nonprofits and different, like,
Yep.
food banks and all of that world.
Mhm.
But like we've even worked with like a pilot and
Yeah.
learning, about that world. It's very interesting. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. I
one of
used
the
to have a
perks.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I used to have a client in France, Provence, France. And
Oh,
they did bicycle tours. So think of
cool.
Tour de France, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So they would have Americans, and not just Americans, but my
Hmm.
focus was Americans going over there, and you had a place to stay, a beautiful house I mean, it was gorgeous. So every night they're cooking for you, you're drinking
Wow,
wine.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Then they finally retired, and I was like, "Well, that sucks," because I was wanting to go over there. They were
I'm
like,
sure that
you're
there's,
always welcome."
yeah, I'm sure that there's other things like that nowadays. That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I would love to
yeah,
do something
just
like that.
right? Ah, that would be so freaking cool. That would be so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Okay.
One day, one day maybe I'll bike through France and drink wine and
There
eat
you
French
go.
food. That would
Yeah,
be awesome.
yeah, it'd be so cool. Yeah, just the videos, the pictures.
Hmm.
I was like, "Man, this is so cool."
It's a
And not
beautiful
only
place.
bike riding, go hiking somewhere. My wife, she went to Ireland,
It's
before we
beautiful.
got married.
Hmm.
Yep, and I'd live in Ireland in a heartbeat.
It's beautiful.
But she went over there and did a hiking tour. So they hiked from point A to point B.
Hmm.
They would stay in like a Airbnb type of a thing, and same thing, drinking, having a good time at night, and then in the mornings they'd get up and walk to point C. I mean, I think that's great. A great way to see other countries. It would be
Yeah.
so freaking yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. I think I had a neighbor
Mhm,
that she was a big hiker, and I think she did something similar in Ireland
mhm,
and in
yeah.
Nepal. So you went and
Oh,
hiked through
wow.
Nepal. Yeah, she was like a pretty hardcore hiker. I'm
Yep.
like, that sounds
Wow.
really awesome. But yeah, like
While
they
she
would
was over
hike
there,
all
she
the.
shoulda went up that little mountain over there,
Yeah, I think they did something at
like the
Everest
base camp.
base camp.
Yep.
Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
but she was like really hardcore into it. But I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she did Ireland. It might have been Scotland, but I'm pretty sure it was Ireland. And they would hike all day, and then they'd sleep in like a little cottage and have their meal. And then
Mhm.
the next day they go somewhere else. I'm like, that sounds really cool.
Oh, yeah. So cool.
Hmm.
But, yeah, definitely one reason that, because 'cause I'm getting into this whole videography thing, I bought this
Hmm.
camera is
Hmm.
because, on our getaway, I'm gonna be doing some video using this stupid thing. So it's gonna be,
Is that
pretty cool. Pretty
waterproof
cool.
and everything? Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
because my go-to camera, because I got 2 of my go-to cameras, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Hmm.
This thing is
You
amazing. I
showed me
got
that
2.
before, yeah.
Yeah. But they're not waterproof, water
Hmm.
resistant, dust re they're got to be careful with them. So I
Mm-hmm.
went and got the DJI Action 5 Pro.
Very
So
cool.
I'm gonna, and it's totally, you can take this thing diving up to like 60 feet.
Wow.
So yeah, so
Awesome.
we're gonna find out. We're gonna
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah, let me know because I'm in the market for one. For
Okay.
an
Yep.
upcom
Yep.
for an
Stand
upcoming
by.
trip. Yeah. So let me know if you like it.
All right.
Um,
I will. I will. Cool.
all right. So
All right.
I guess let me do my last thing and then we can wrap it up.
Mhm.
So my
Sounds good.
last strategy for long-term growth, I would say, is to always evaluate your services and see if there's anything that you can improve upon or offer to your clients
Yeah.
as something new. So that's something that we're
Mhm.
in the process of doing right now. So stay tuned because lots of big changes are coming. But
Yay
you
for
know,
change.
yeah, it's been a process. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But you know, one of the things that we've decided over the past few months is, Mark wanted to get back into 3D. He was missing, doing that, and it was
Yep.
something that he used to do all the time back before we had Wiki
Right.
Design. And he's like, you know what, I'm really wanting to get back into it. And I said, well, I see tons of potential, and I know that you're good at it, so go
Right.
for it. And this is something now that we're offering as a service. If you need like product renderings or you want like architectural rendering. So if like for example you're a home builder and you have different models of houses, like we could make renderings for you. We could
Mm,
do stuff for landscaping
yeah.
companies. There's so many possibilities, and it's really
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, you know, we were always like the web design agency,
Mhm.
but I feel like as we've grown over the years, I don't want to be just the web design agency because I don't think our
Right.
clients necessarily just need that. So we
Mhm.
have a lot of skills and we don't have to just box ourselves in. So my
Right.
advice to anyone,
No,
if you're
I love
looking
that.
for ways to grow and grow long term and build long lasting relationships with clients, is to offer them as much value as you can. What
Right.
are different ways that you can provide value to your clients? Because
Yeah.
if you can provide value, I feel like you have a lifelong customer.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's how, my agency kind of grew into what it was, is because I was
Hmm.
just the web, just like you guys, web
Yeah.
design, development. I don't want
Hmm.
to do anything else. And then as I started to grow, my client base started to grow. It was, can you do this SEO thing? And I'm like,
Yeah. I
so I got
can,
into
I
that.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can,
Hmm.
and then, can you do social media? I'm like, oh God, I guess. Here we are. So now we're down the
Yeah.
social media path. So that's
Do
how
you
my agency has grown.
Do you find that most of your clients are like in those new like buckets, like the social media
Mhm.
marketing versus like people that need websites, or is it kind of like mixed?
Right now, it's actually kind of mixed.
Okay.
I am starting to see a big uptake on social media management and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I'm starting to get more calls about, can you help me um, on our social front? And I'm like, well,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So I am definitely starting to see a big uptick on that.
Mm-hmm.
SEO, uh, mm, we've talked till we're blue in the face on this thing. Um, and like you mentioned at the beginning of this, you gotta watch that video I did about these
Yeah, it's
SEO
a good
agents.
one.
Some of it is very good because, and I'm not saying that all of them are bad, of course not, but
Right.
there's a lot that are, and
Yes,
those are the
there
ones
is.
that, yes, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so, but as far as the SEO goes, social is starting to, I think, take over as far as
Yeah.
services go, yet, because so many people are starting to discover that if I have a little bit of time, I can actually do the SEO myself. It's like,
Right.
yes, you can. Yes, you
Yeah.
can. When you use us, it's like you don't have time to do it. Your team's not big enough yet.
Hmm.
But and my all-time goal is always to get someone to a point, to get them going, and maybe a couple of years down the road where they've got enough business coming in that they can hire a marketing person, someone out of
Yeah.
college, um, that can take over. That's my
Hmm.
goal is,
Yeah.
success. I'm all about your success. I don't ever want
Hmm.
to hinder any of that. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just don't take it personally, because I don't anymore. I used to,
Yeah.
but it's like now it's like, oh, you're successful. You've hired somebody. Perfect. That's my goal. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting how it, you said it has changed over time to like
Mhm,
people want websites at
mhm.
first, but now they're more like, well, I want the social media stuff. It just goes
Yeah.
to show you like our times that we're in. People are
Mhm.
really, really going forward with social media marketing because
Oh
that's
yeah.
what's working.
Yep.
It's not, necessarily like the traditional
All
marketing.
this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're married to our phones now. Yeah, our little
Yes,
device.
we are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are. So,
Yeah,
yay.
it's I don't know if it's a yay or not. I'm
Mm,
still trying
yeah,
to
the
figure that one
verdict's still
out.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
I
with you.
think
Yeah, the
I
verdict's
think
still
there's
out.
a lot of good that has come
Hmm.
out of it, but there's also can be a lot of bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, think about now the AI. It's
Yeah,
really starting to ramp up, and
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see where we are a year from now
I know.
with just the AI component. Yeah, it's going
I
to be
know.
pretty crazy.
I keep thinking to myself, this is only version one. When you really think
Hmm.
about it, like it's only going to get
Yeah,
better. So
yeah,
what in a year from now is it going to be? And
yeah.
like I have a lot of concerns about how things are going and moving so fast. And I think
Hmm.
a lot of people are right there with me. So
Yeah,
I guess we'll just have
yeah.
to wait and see.
That we will. Well, they just had a summit yesterday. I think it started yesterday, or they're in the middle of it. The AI summit that they're
Okay.
starting to talk about all this stuff, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh boy. So now all the governments are coming together talking about it. It's like, well,
Yeah.
we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, that's we'll see what happens. I
Yeah,
think it's just gonna get a lot crazier.
I think you're probably right. I think you're
Yeah.
probably right.
Yeah.
When can I sell my business?
I mean,
Yeah,
I know. It's crazy.
it is. It is.
You're
But
you're ready
we're
to retire?
yeah, yeah, you know what? I might not come back from my little hiatus.
Like I mean,
Yes,
North Carolina, that's where you're going. It sounds pretty nice.
yes.
It's pretty
Yeah,
nice
it's
up there.
yeah, it's pretty gorgeous,
Hmm.
getting out of Florida is just gonna be great enough because it's hot,
Yeah. It's
but
hot
it's
and
hot everywhere. Yeah,
it is, but North Carolina is that area is beautiful and
yeah,
there's a lot to
yeah.
do, especially if you like nature. So sounds like you're gonna have a
Yeah.
good time.
Yep, I will. It'll be great. It'll
Hmm.
be sad when I have to come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the way it always is. You have to come back home.
Yep.
So they say.
Unfortunately. Do
Yeah.
you have anything else that you want to add?
Let me check my list here. Um, yeah, I mean, the only other thing would be I'm getting more into consultant work,
Okay.
which is pretty nice. So my long term there would be more and more consulting because everybody now is starting to use AI a lot. So so my consulting part is I like to lead people down the right path
Hmm.
so that they're not wasting their money
Yeah.
on other, distractions, I guess you could say. We build the framework, build the roadmap, and stick to this, you'll be fine. So the
Mm-hmm.
consultant work has been pretty good here lately.
Great. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good.
So
Yeah. And
yeah, yeah.
all
Because
right.
eventually
Well,
they come back to you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
I think you're just helping people
Mhm.
figure a lot of stuff out. That
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
hard, I suppose, especially nowadays with like everything changing so quickly. So yeah, I
Yes.
think that
You're
that's a
right.
good
Yep.
thing. All
Yep.
right. Well,
You're right. Yep.
I had a great time as usual talking to you,
Yep.
and
Same here.
have a
Yep.
great vacation. You're going to be gone for 2 weeks.
You as well. 2 wonderful weeks that I keep saying I'm gonna unplug for, but yeah, yeah.
I hope you do. I
We'll
hope
see.
that you actually, at least like half of it, just
Yeah.
chill
That's my
out,
goal.
go
Yes.
hiking.
That's my goal. Yep.
Yeah, you're
Go
gonna have a
hiking,
good time.
camping. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All the
Can't
things,
wait.
all the fun things.
And you guys enjoy your little hiatus.
Yep. It was only for 3 days, and then we come back for a week, and then we go
Still a
out.
hiatus. It's it's still a break. So
Yeah,
that's
it'll be
always a good
nice.
thing.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, you want to tell us one more time where everybody can find you?
Sure. So once again, Brian Deckard from Deckard and Company. We're a boutique marketing agency just south of Tampa. So you can find us online at deckardandcompany.com. And then, of course, on Facebook and YouTube at Deckard Company. So yeah, love to see you there.
Cool.
Subscribe to my channel. It's we at the time, but we're going to
You
expand
gotta,
it. So it's going to be
yeah,
good.
you gotta start somewhere. And
That's
he's
right.
got a lot of good videos, so go watch them.
Well, thank you. Yeah, cool.
And
Thank you.
yeah, we will see y'all next time. Bye,
Yep.
everybody.
Bye.